understand what I'm saying.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. Come get a wish list.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. In motion, it's Jefferson. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scale.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
There's nothing harder in sports than being a young rookie starting quarterback. So here you have J.J. McCarthy. We saw him accomplish everything there was to have in Michigan in college, and now he finds himself in the league trying to make the adjustment. But if there's one thing every rookie quarterback would love to have, Mike, it's Justin Jefferson.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. That is hauled in at the 5.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This about as short as you can get. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air is Richardson. He's got a man wide open, the tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 39 yards. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Taylor does a nice job there finding some running room, and that's the Jonathan Taylor we all remember, Mike. Think back in 2021, Offensive Player of the Year, arguably one of the best players in football. And then the last 2 seasons, it's been the injuries. When healthy, he's among the league's best.
Got his man at the 6. The Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. The motion man here is Mitchell. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Slot man in motion right. And he'll take it on in. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown Colts. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Colts 7, Vikings 3. With the Vikings Sanchez to kick off for
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run now for Chandler. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Hockenson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be taken down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being developed the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on 3rd and goal. To throw is McCarthy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Will Weicker it on for the field goal on 23-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within one. It's 7-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Richardson. His throw left side is complete. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Downs goes in motion. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the slot, and man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
In motion comes Pittman. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. It is brought in the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 14, Vikings 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught by Chandler. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one.
Will Winters will kick off for the Vikings.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Third down, 3 to go. Richardson to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st down, it's Richardson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. A nice throw by the rookie out of Michigan. It's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Campbell. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A tight end in motion now. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. A toss left. He's hit after for the catch, and the ball comes free. The Colts have got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete. Giving his big tight end a shot.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And after battling some injuries a year ago, Mike, Justin Jefferson, I know he's certainly looking forward to getting back to producing at the ridiculous level that we've come to expect out of him. I mean, even with last year's limitations, he still eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark, and barring something dramatic, you got to imagine he's going to do it again this year.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And he's gonna be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. He'll try and get there. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. There's that man again. Another catch. Here's second and 9. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Open man, right side. He's got it. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Throwing is Richardson. That one taken in by Mitchell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw, it's Richardson. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Here's first and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he will score! Game on! Justin Jefferson! Touchdown, Vikings! So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for one and make it a one-possession game. Or some people think about going for two here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for two, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a two-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Looking to throw, McCarthy, and he will score. So the risk pays off. That new math looks good when it works. The two-pointer cuts the lead to 7. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Richardson going to look to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 43 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. In motion comes Pittman. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he uses the vision to take it outside. And he is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14. on the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Here's McCarthy. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
1st and 10. Richardson to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Richardson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Richardson. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Into space. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying we've got to get the ball back to our offense, give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves, and as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that's going to be intercepted. Vikings are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a win here for the Vikings. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. Respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.